Hello YouTubers, and welcome to another action figure review. In today's review, I'm not going to be doing the normal character options action figure review, but instead I'm going to be reviewing the Doctor Who 5-piece collector's set made exclusively by Corgi for Marks and Spencer, or Marks and Sparks. As said in the title, 5-piece collector's set. This features 5 different figurines. We've got K9, a Cyberman, Doctor and TARDIS, a Dalek, and Davros. So this is the packaging. It has the Paul McGann logo again, and if you look at the back, it just gives some info about the show, and it shows the figures posed together. On the side it just says the same thing, and on that side it says the same, and that's about it really, and there it says it as well. So that's the packaging. Now here you may notice a circle. Now, inside the circle you will see this, which is a green vortex, which is quite good. Now this is part of the box in which the figures come inside. That's the bottom of the box, and that's where the figures come out from. You can see the outline of them there. So now on with the review, and the first figure I shall be reviewing is the 4th Doctor in the TARDIS. So this is meant to represent the 4th Doctor's burgundy red outfit from season 18, which was his last season, and it's got nice detail on the costume. You've got the red and blue scarf, and you've got different shades of red here. You've even got the question marks on the lapels of his shirt, which is quite nice, and you've got the hat on his head as well. But the question is, does it look like Tom Baker? Not really. The costume is good though, but the face does not resemble Tom Baker whatsoever. But he does have blue eyes, so I guess it is meant to resemble him, but you can't really tell. I mean, you know it's meant to be him with the scarf, the hat, etc., but you know, it's nowhere near as good as the character options release. Also, I think his hand here is on the handle on the TARDIS, and you don't see the sign here pulled to open because he stood there in place. The light here, it should be transparent, it shouldn't be all silver, but other than that, the rest of the TARDIS is pretty good. It's quite shiny if you reflect it against the light, and it's the same pattern all the way around basically. You've got your police public core box, so all in all that's pretty good, except for Tom Baker's face. The next figure is K9, and already this side is inaccurate. It should be a rectangle on this side, and the K9 logo should only be on this side as opposed to both sides like on this figure. Also, the ears seem to be really small, and they don't even look like ears, they're just like a piece of plastic. I don't know why. That's inaccurate. The visor is quite good. No, I think they've got that right. And his weapon here, which he shoots lasers out of, is also good. And the neck. This here is pretty vague, but you know, you can tell this is meant to be some sort of kid's toy. and also this is quite rubbery, and at the bottom he's got wheels, so you can move him around, which is a nice touch. So that's K9. The next figure, which is my favourite out of the 5, is Dalek, and this is meant to represent the 1965 Dalek as seen for the first time in The Chase, and the detail's really good. The fender at the bottom has got 2 sections, which is nice. The hemispheres are all blue, which is correct. There's also a little bit of articulation in the whisk, but not so much. There's more articulation in the plunger, and the eye goes up and down. You know, it's a bit like the character options Daleks, as you see nowadays. And the head can also do a 360 degree, but like the other figures, this also has some inaccuracies. The eye has a pupil, and the pupil wasn't introduced until 1972's Day of the Daleks, and also the lights are meant to be transparent, and they're all silver, like the headlamp on the TARDIS. But this is my favourite figure out of 5, and I like this the most. The next figure is the Cyberman, and this is meant to represent the Earthshock Cyberman. And if you just look, to me the head looks like it is out of scale with the rest of the body. I mean, I know this is a smaller scale than the character options release, because, you know, this was made way before character options started making Doctor Who figures. This thing on the back here, I don't know what this is meant to be. I don't really remember it in Earthshock, or I can't even remember it being on the character options version of this Cyberman. Also, there's no screws on the back of his helmet, which is pretty bad, because that would mean that the helmet would fall off, and, well, obviously it won't fall off, but, you know, they could have put the screws in, like in the character options release. The gun is okay, but not brilliant. It just seems attached. If it was articulated, then I would like it a lot better, but they made this figure like they made the later Daypol releases before that license expired with the BBC, and it's also on a stand, which I don't really like. So that's pretty much the Cyberman. The final figure is of Davros, and if you look at the face, it does not resemble Michael Wisher, David Goodison, or Terry Malloy whatsoever. It's just a face with a blue dot on the top, basically, and, you know, it doesn't really look brilliant. I mean, this brace on his head looks quite good, and the chair is quite good. The bottom half of him looks quite good. The arm looks quite good. This arm is quite good. And, you know, the sculpting of his body is quite good. Probably the best thing about this is the control panels, and it's meant to represent the Genesis version, I think. And yeah, that's pretty much it. The mask looks too pale, and I don't really like it. You know, my favourite figure out of the 5 is the Dalek. So that's my review. Thank you for watching.